Hey, what is up, everybody? Today I got another pickups video for the month of April 2025, and in this video I got two games: Sonic and All-Star Racing Transformed bonus edition for the Nintendo Wii U, and Super Monkey Ball 2, the Player's Choice Edition for the Nintendo GameCube. Now, this this haul is a little different, or pickup I should say, because although the seller had this on sale for $15 and this on sale for $35, I actually traded three Amiibos for these two games. So I traded my Pikachu Amiibo for this, and I traded my Mario and Luigi Amiibos for this game, which I think was a fantastic deal, all things considered. You know, um, you know, just I simply asked the seller on Facebook Marketplace, and yeah, he was open to doing it. Yeah, so let's quickly talk about this. We have here this is a launch edition. This is the a launch game for the Wii U back in 2012. The game itself is really good. I have this game on multiple consoles. I even did a previous video recently on the 3DS version, which I recently picked up once again. Um, yeah, the 3DS and Wii U versions, they're not the best versions necessarily. The 3DS is just the worse version of the Vita, and then the Wii U version is a worse performing version overall because although you have like 5 player split screen, with one person being on the gamepad, 4 players on TV, the game doesn't run quite well. Also came with a game breaking bug at launch, sadly, which made some challenges impossible to complete. So that's a bit of a that's not good. But being the bonus edition, it does come with a few extra goodies, namely Metal Sonic and the Outrun racing track on the disc, mind you. Like, it's not a code, thankfully. I can't remember if the 3DS version was a code or not. I think it was a code, um, but at least on Wii U, the version I have here, it's not a code. It's on the disc, thank goodness, which is always a welcome addition. So yeah, I really like this game. I've got the 3DS version as well. I have it on Steam. I have it also on Xbox 360 by virtue of Games with Gold. So yeah, I got this game on like 4 different editions. Oh yeah. So you can see here the bonus edition includes the Outrun Bay track and challenges, Metal Sonic and mods, in-game stickers. So that's a neat little bonus, I guess. You got Sonic and All Stars, not Sega All Stars, All Stars. So you have in addition to Sega characters, you also have like these. You have these two, Danica Patrick and Wreck It Ralph. For some reason, the announcer says her name a bit weirdly sometimes. Sometimes she says Danica Patrick, and then sometimes the announcer will say Danica Patrick, which is weird. Oh yeah, and of course this is the Wii U version, so you can also race as your Mii character. You have touchscreen support, sort of, and you have the exclusive Super Monkey Ball and Shinobi multiplayer modes. Nothing much. Oh yeah, and you also have a variety of controller options here. You got the Wii U gamepad controller. Yeah, you can actually use the Wii remote, the regular Wii remote, I believe, which is nice. And yeah, I think you have the classic controller there. I'm pretty sure I tested this. I'm pretty sure the Pro controller works. Yeah, the Pro controller works as well. The Wii U Pro controller, that is. Yeah, and yeah, can also use the Wii remote and nunchuck combination. Quite a few options here, which is nice. Online multiplayer sadly has been shut down, so that's no longer an option, which is a bit unfortunate. But hey, you can still use online multiplayer in like the Xbox 360 version, Steam, and I think the PS3 version as well. I don't own the PS3 version. Funny enough, I don't have the PlayStation versions of this specific game. So like the PS3 and Vita versions, I don't have copies of, but I do have the demo of. In fact, out of all the demos for games I've ever downloaded, this is the one that I've downloaded the most because it's just a really good game. So I actually have the game disc inside the console itself right now. So I do apologize if you were hoping to see the disc, but I do have this manual. And oh, look, Mario and Sonic at the London 2012 Olympic Games for the Wii. Interesting. Yeah, good thing the Wii U is compatible with the Wii, right? Yeah, so you have some options here. You got the Wii Remote and Nunchuck combination. You just have the Wii Remote alone, and of course you have the gamepad, which is nice. Yeah. So yeah, that's Sonic and All Star Racing transformed. I'm really looking forward to the next game that's coming out, Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Especially since Team Sonic Racing was a little disappointing, to say the very least. It's not a terrible game. It's just very mediocre. It just feels like a step down from this game. I mean, come on, you went from from racing as a car to boat and plane, and with the interchanging with racetracks changing dynamically to just regular kart racing, which is which is a huge step down. So thankfully, Sonic Racing Crossworlds is gonna be the true sequel that we wanted. It's hard to believe this game came out 13 years ago. Yeah, 13 years. And it's still one of the best kart racers you can still get. And it's a shame they haven't remastered this for modern platforms. I think it would definitely sell quite a bit. But hey, uh, Crossworlds is coming, so that's neat. Next up, okay, so Super Monkey Ball 2. Okay, I have practically no experience with the Super Monkey Ball games. I've actually owned at least, yeah, yeah. So I actually had the Nintendo Switch version of Banana Splits, I believe. I think it was Banana Splits. What the the one that was originally released on Wii, but then got remastered on Switch. I had that one for a bit, but I didn't actually play it. And then I also had the Vita. Oh, yeah, I actually got the Vita game as well through a Humble Bundle many years ago, but I haven't actually touched it. But yeah, this is like the Super Monkey Ball 2 was like the golden age, the golden era of Super Monkey Ball, like the GameCube in general, I should say. Like after the GameCube is when things kind of went downhill because Wii game wasn't as well received, and then 3D, and then like the 3DS and Vita era games weren't that well received, and yeah, it's only recently that they've tried to make a bit of a resurgence, but it's definitely not, the critical reception is not nearly as high as what it once was, sadly, and it's a damn shame. Um, yeah, so this I believe this was a GameCube exclusive for the time. I have here this of course is the Player's Choice edition, so the game sold well enough on GameCube to warrant getting a new reissue. That's neat. Um, yeah, the Ultimate Game returns. You can see on the back here, memory card, 2 blocks, 1 to 4 players simultaneously. Your favorite monkeys are back with 12 unbelievable party games, an all new story mode, and over 150 stages. Let's let the good times roll. So yeah, you got a bunch of modes here. Unfortunately, I don't actually have a working GameCube controller. I actually put in the disc and was able to boot up to the main menu, but I haven't actually been able to play it because my GameCube controller is actually defective right now. The C stick is malfunctioning, so I got to get that fixed. And I don't want to get a new controller because it's just expensive. You know, actually loaned out a couple controllers to a friend, but he's still hanging on to them because of Smash Brothers. But that's aside from the point. Point is, I can't actually play this game, but it's nice to have. The funny thing is, this is actually the second GameCube game I've ever had a physical copy of ever. Like the only other GameCube game I have a physical copy of, or legit copy, I should say, is Sonic Heroes, which is also the Player's Choice Edition. And that was, for the longest time, the only GameCube game I ever owned. Like all the other games I've ever played on GameCube, either I played it on somebody else's system, uh, or I just sailed the seven seas, if you know what I mean. Like that's how I played Path of Radiance, because I'm not paying a bucket. I'm not paying like above MSRP just to play that game, or especially especially now that the game is coming to like Nintendo Switch Online, which is great news. Shame it's only going to be switched to exclusive though, but oh well. Hey, we got Path of Radiance coming back, which is great. And hopefully, and you know what? Hopefully, Super Monkey Ball 2 does make an appearance. I don't know what the story is with the licensing. They may not be able to bring this game along with other Sega properties because of uh, simply because of licensing issues. They did bring some courses back for Banana Mania, but They also made some fundamental changes from what I heard. Again, not too familiar with Super Monkey Ball, but this is like considered like one of the high points of the series. I'm aware that they did make a Super Monkey Ball Deluxe, which combines some stuff from the first two games. Again, don't know too much, but I heard that's also just as good. But kind of like I think it's kind of like if I had to make an educated guess, it's kind of like Star Wars: The Complete Saga on Wii, where they basically combine the content of like the previous games on like PS2 into just one package, and I think Deluxe does that as well. And then Banana Mania is like a full-on remake of some of those courses, but again, don't know for sure. Um, but yeah, this is I got two games here that to add to my collection. One of which is now my second GameCube game. I doubt I'm gonna get any more GameCube titles because, like I said, NSO is around the corner. But also, GameCube games are just generally so much more expensive, and also I don't have a working GameCube controller, and also, uh, the console is also like 25 years old at this point. Like, you never really know if the game actually works. Is gonna work for reliably. I can probably just rip it off of rip the contents of the disc onto my modded Wii. But I mean, but still, the point is the disc doesn't work. So that's a problem. If a problem if the disc doesn't work, that is. But aside from that, yeah, it's good to have in my collection. I I don't. I'm very picky. By this point, I'm gonna be very picky with what I collect for the GameCube because um, NSO Online exists. So really, why And also, I'm not paying a fortune just to get certain games like Melee, for instance. Um, and as for the Wii U, I'm seriously considering going for that as complete of a set as I can. Not I may waffle on it because ultimately, a lot of the games on Wii U are available elsewhere, but also, I don't want a bunch of shovelware. I've said it repeatedly. I don't want a bunch of shovelware in my Wii U collection. I already have enough shovelware as is on my other systems. So, yeah. But yeah, that pretty much does it for this rather long-winded video. Sorry if I kind of went on and on. I do feel passionately about these sorts of things. But yeah, if you like this video, you know, or you liked the ideas of these videos where I come in and talk about stuff that I recently bought, as always, leave a comment, like the video and subscribe because at this rate, it will be the end of the decade before I get 1,000 viewers. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching and good night.